Alright, in this video we're going to test the coil to see if it's functioning correctly. And the only issue you're really going to have is accessing the mounting bolts. The battery is kind of in the way for the bottom one, so you may have a little difficulty getting that out. But you want to disconnect your battery, your negative on your battery, and then you want to disconnect your electrical clip, which is on the bottom, and disconnect your line to your distributor. One of my favorite tricks with electrical connections is to put like one of these file tab label holders in there, and that keeps you from overstressing the tab, and it also releases the lock, so then you can just pull down on it without having to hold the tab away from the lock and possibly breaking it off as you pull on it. So let me see if I can get in there and show you. There you go. See, it just falls right off. I just like touched it. Now it may be a little bit difficult to see black on black, but the OEM screw is a Phillips head. I really dislike that. It's difficult to access to begin with, let alone getting the Phillips on there. So I typically replace it with a socket head cap screw, and that way once I break it loose I can just unscrew it by hand, or otherwise get a grip on it with my fingers and unscrew it. And they're metric, so it's like a M6 by 1 by, I don't know, that's over an inch, so it's more than 25 millimeters. So just kind of size it. See, that one's a little short and it still penetrates all the way through the holding bracket, so no big deal. So now let's test the coil. So your first test is to check the resistance across the primary leads. Alright, we have our meter set up, so we'll just turn it on and check the resistance and see what it comes up to. And we're showing 1.1. Alright, it's within range of both coil types. The two coil brands that can be on this particular vehicle are the Diamond and the Toyo Denso. Well, I really don't know which one this is. I couldn't find a brand on there, just a part number. But the 1.1 falls within the range of both of them. The Diamond is supposed to be 0.97 to 1.18, and the Toyo Denso is supposed to be from 0.95 to 1.2. So it falls within that range, and so the primary is okay. Now the second test has you hooking one of the ohm meter leads to the primary terminals, one of these primary terminals. The book says either one. And then the other one connects to the high tension terminal. So let's hook that up. Yeah, my book's kind of funny, you know, the picture says to hook it up to the positive terminal, to the high tension, and then it also says to measure between terminal A and the secondary terminal, and then the write-up says, you know, by hooking one of the ohm meter leads to one of the primary terminals and the other to the large center high terminal. So got three different instructions in the same book, but anyway, I'm just gonna hook it up here like this and see what kind of kilo ohms we have. And we're displaying 13.17, and the book says for the Diamond I should be between 11.3 and 15.3. So I'm good there if that's a Diamond. And if it's the Toyo Denso, I'm supposed to be between 11.3 and 13.3. So I'm good there too. So in this case, it doesn't really matter what brand it is, because hey, it's between both of them. So I'm good to go. Now, just out of curiosity, I'm going to move this to the other terminal just to see if there is some sort of an other reading. Get that sucker on there and see what it Oh, same reading. So it doesn't really matter, and it shouldn't matter if I switch it around too. So let me do it this way too and show you that. I don't know if I'm still on camera here. Let me change the leads. Oops. Yeah, and that just shows you resistance is resistance. It's not sensitive to positive and negative because it's measuring resistance, not DC current. AC current fluctuates, sinusoidal, so it doesn't matter. So really it's DC current actually does matter. But anyway, just wanted to show you that in this case it does not matter, that you can hook it up to either of the primary terminals to test the secondary part of the coil. Alright, anyway, hopefully that wasn't confusing, and hopefully I've educated you on testing a coil, and it's easy, nothing to it, and now I get to put it back in the vehicle.